gay Ken in the Big Apple. I have been to pride marches and dyke marches, but this is my first ever drag march. And so around me are people of all ages, races, you know, gender identities, and they're all dressed up having fun. Different levels of costumes, different fun. So yeah, we're probably going to have a really fun time tonight.
Well, I just found out about 10 minutes ago that there was a drag march, and I only live a couple blocks from here, so I pulled down a boa, yanked these out of a vase, and like slapped it all together and ran down here.
Are you serious? Yeah. Excellent. See, I need to get a bigger wardrobe.
When the Stonewall 25 committee decided that they wanted to downplay the drag element of Stonewall, Gilbert Baker, the man who first sewed the rainbow flag, we were sitting in his office and we just decided, let's throw a drag march. I put a couple flyers out in a couple bars, and what do you know, 4 weeks later we got 6,000 people marching through the streets.
Wow.
So I think it's really important that people celebrate and have fun, but also have some awareness that not everybody gets to have this kind of freedom, and hopefully that freedom will spread and it'll get easier for people in those places.
There you are, big gay kid.
Gorgeous.
Darling. There you are. Okay, I brought a banner. There's the one.
Okay.
Here it is. Oh my God.
Oh, sorry. Nice. Very nice.
They needed a red banner because, you know, red is the color of revolution, among other things.
Ladies and gentlemen, otherwise in between, welcome to the 15th Drag March. We march for those who have gone before us. We celebrate we who are now. We make room for those yet to be born. We are the keepers of the Queen.
We need our big pride marches. They show us how far we've come, but we need our drag marches too. They keep us connected to the fierce, flamboyant roots of our movement and remind us we still need to include everyone. A short while ago, we were told that the police wanted us off the street. We didn't have a permit, that we couldn't walk, and if we didn't move, we would be arrested. Looks like they've changed their mind because it now looks like they are attempting to stop traffic as we walk through streets so that we can continue with this march and go all the way to the stone wall. The drag march is a reminder. Sometimes you gotta take a stand against the authorities in your own community. Sometimes you gotta take the streets back from the cops. So here we are, we're at the end of the march. This is the place where a lot of people believe Pride began. It was right here, on June 28, 1969, the drag queens, fags, and dykes of this neighborhood fought a 3-day battle with the police. Every Pride parade in the world commemorates that act of rebellion.
What is this, the 15th drag march, which we've done 15 years, no permit,
Yeah.
we just do it, no press release, no sponsors, no nothing.
During our drag march, I have met somebody who was here back in Stonewall. The law back then was actually, if I'm correct, that it was illegal to serve alcohol to somebody who recognized themselves as a homosexual.
Exactly, and not only that, but it was like illegal to be a homosexual on the street.
Right.
I mean, you could walk down the street and a cop could actually come up to you, and if you were like dressed like I am, like right now, I'd be arrested.
So that's what Pride is about, visibility.
I think so. Well, in that time it was. Now it's like about a whole other. Now we're like way visible, and now it's about getting rights that I would have never guessed that like in my life that like maybe I could get married, even though like the companion I was with then I'm still with. So like that was like we got together in February 1st, 1966, and we're still together.
The police came in to bust them, it was like a shakedown and a payoff, the usual, sleazy 60s shit. And the queens just had enough.
They could just walk in and like laugh at you and make fun of you, intimidate you, and arrest you. We were just over it.
Anyway, they started throwing pennies at the cops from inside. They threw coins at them, and they were like, "Oh my God, they're throwing." So anyway, they ran out, and then they came back in with some more cops, and then it got a little bit more testy.
And a friend called and said there was this like amazing riot going on where like the queens were like actually fighting the police. I called up many people on the phone. It picked up people on the way. Said like, "You got to come with me."
And then they arrested a dyke. They arrested this woman. She's under arrest, and they throw her in the back of the cop car here. And the dyke gets in the cop car.
No, the paddy wagon. They got a paddy wagon.
But anyway,
Yeah,
she's a big dyke, and she starts throwing herself against the car, throwing herself against the car, throwing herself against the car. The car turned over.
And about 60 people suddenly like rushed into the scene, and we started it all up again.
It was a completely unscripted moment. There was nobody in charge. It's just a moment in time that happened.
We were over being told that you had to hide who you were.
And it sparked a revolution that's still going on today, yeah.
No, I've been to LA Pride, I do Boston Pride, but New York is the pride of it all. I'd love to do San Fran, but it's the same day as New York.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Concord isn't running anymore, but I don't have the money to fly there and be there for their parade. Happy Pride.
Are all the flag people here? Where's the girls? And it isn't about going like this. It's about like lifting and letting them feel it there and they're flowing. It's heavy.
I'm grateful to Gilbert for that flag, no matter how many tchotchkes it's been made into, especially now that I've been to places where you can get beaten for daring to fly it. Here in New York, they're called marches, not parades, and the folks here insist it will be that way until the day that all gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people have equal rights. Okay, I admit it. I love New York.